Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have an update for Project Level Up. This was created by Sophie Alexandra. I will have her channel linked down below and her introduction video to this project, which explains the rules probably a lot better than I could. But essentially, Sophie created this project in kind of a combination of Pan That Palette, Pan Those Eyeshadows, and No Pan Left Behind. If you have not seen this project before, there are different levels that you can work up to. Each level correlates with how many times you have to use each shadow in a palette and how many pans you have to hit. So I am working on level 3 and I have to hit 3 pans in my palette and use each shade 3 times. I am working on my Bella Beauté Bar Smoky Glam palette. Sorry, it is very reflective. But if you want to see my progress and where I'm at with this palette, stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, I hope you do so before you leave. And if you enjoy eyeshadow content, give this video a thumbs up. If you guys didn't know, I live in the Pacific Northwest and we are going through a heat wave right now. It has been in the mid to high 90s the past few days, and I know some of y'all are in triple digits and I feel so sorry for you. That must be awful. But we are not super prepared for this kind of weather, even though it seems like it comes every summer for at least a week. But most houses in the Pacific Northwest do not have air conditioning. I know, these days more and more houses have it, but my house does not have it. We do have air conditioning in our bedrooms, like window units, but in common areas, yeah, no AC. So I am dying. I almost put a shirt on. Well, I have a shirt on. I have a tank top on, but I feel weird on camera with this showing, whatever. And I just threw on some color corrector, lipstick, mascara, and an eyeshadow from this palette just so I could look a little presentable, but I am sweating. TMI, but that is the situation. And I feel like in my past few videos, the background has been so messy and I hate that, but it's been too hot. Like, I do not want to do anything. Moving on to this update, like I said, I'm working on my Bella Beauté Bar Smoky Glam. This is a 36 pan palette. I don't know why I looked on the back because there's literally nothing, but I think it's 36. And I absolutely love this palette. So although it's 36 pans and I have to hit 3 pans and use each shade 3 times, I was okay rolling this in because I love it so much. But this is what it was looking like when I rolled it in. I think it's been 2 months. And I figured I should do an update. I have not hit all of my goals, but I have been keeping track of everything with these tally marks. So let me just show you where I'm at with the palette now. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen some spoilers, but the shimmers are so shimmery that you can't even tell that I've hit pan in 2 of them. So I'm just gonna go in order. This shadow here is the first one that I hit pan in. Hopefully you can see that. I use this 5 times to hit pan, and of course I use that in my inner corner. It was just such a nice shade. The second shade I've used once. I have not used this shade. I've used this once. Have not used these 2. Moving on to the second row, I've used this shade once. This is the second shade that I've hit pan on. Hopefully you can see that. They're very small pans, I will give you that. I used this shade 7 times, but 5 of those were on my nails, so yeah. But two of them were in eye looks, and of course I will have the eye looks on the screen, but this is a beautiful like shifty shade. This shade I have not used. Oh, oh my goodness. I completely forgot to say because I haven't marked it yet because I literally used it today. But this shadow is what is on my eyes. I just threw it on really quickly right before I sat down to film. It's a really pretty shimmer, so I have used this one once. Moving back down to this row. Sorry if you can hear that helicopter going over my house. Really hope that doesn't wake up my baby. These last, oh, I almost dropped the palette. These last three in the row I've used once. Moving on to the third row, I have not used any of these, but I have used this shade twice, so 2 times for this. Moving down to this fourth row, sorry, it's so big. Where am I? I have used these first 3 each 1 time. I have not used this shade. I've used this shade twice, and I've used this shade once. Next row, I've used the shade once, have not used this shade. I've used both of these twice. I've used this once, and I have not used this shade. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm behind my palette. And then the last row, I've used all of these shades once, and I've used this shade twice, and I used that twice, both times as a matte inner corner. So as you can see, I have not even reached my 3-use goal on most of these. Let's see. Yeah, I've literally only reached my 3-use goal on the 2 shades that I've hit pan in, and I've surpassed the 3 uses, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 of these I have 2 uses on, so I only have to use them 1 more time to reach my 3-use goal. But I have quite a bit of work left to do on this palette. But I figured since I've already hit 2 out of my 3 pans, I should probably do an update and show you the looks that I've created. Oh no! I don't know when that happened, but I kind of smeared a shadow. But anyway, I did get a lot of feedback, like how easy the shimmers are to pan, and absolutely, they are so creamy and they move around a lot, especially these 2 that I hit pan on. I think this shade, Playful, is another one of those. It has the biggest dip in it so far, and it has definitely moved around a lot. So, spoiler, I'll probably hit pan on that one next because these drier shimmers, they're not dry. They're so smooth. They are gorgeous, but they don't move around. They're going to be a lot harder to hit pan on. I did think about maybe trying to hit pan on the white because it would be so easy. Because it already has a little bit of a dip in it from the 2 uses. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I just love absolutely every single look that I've created with this so far. And I'm just glad it's starting to look a little more used in my collection. But that is my update. Let me know if you have any suggestions for looks that you want me to do. I have been kind of taking suggestions on my Instagram, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. Hopefully when I put a look up, I will have whoever suggested that color combination with it. But yeah, I hope you guys are staying relatively cool. I think the weather here is supposed to be getting like down to the 80s, so that will be nice. Although that's still hot. but I run cold. So like 80 with a breeze is like my favorite. Although I've gotten so hot after having a baby, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to wrap it up and stop rambling. If you're not subscribed, I hope you do so before you leave, and of course, give this video a thumbs up. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.